You're looking at a motorhome that quietly changed the rules of off-grid travel. No roaring generator, no shaky compromises, just silent power, serious capability, and a design that feels more like a tactical expedition rig than a weekend camper. This isn't built for parking lots and paved resorts. This one is built for snow, dirt roads, mountain passes, and places where most RVs turn back. And once you realize what's hiding under this body, it completely changes how you think about Class B motorhomes. At first glance, it might look like a clean, compact Mercedes-based van, but take a closer look because this is not your average Sprinter conversion. This is a full all-wheel drive setup, purpose-built for people who actually travel, not just camp. And the moment you understand why this layout exists and who it's really for, everything about this motorhome starts to make sense. This is the 2026 Tranquility 19M, a 4x4 Class B motorhome designed around independence, silence, and real-world usability. And before we even step inside, the exterior alone tells a story that most RVs simply can't back up. Let's start with the foundation, because that's where everything begins. This motorhome sits on an all-wheel drive Mercedes Sprinter chassis, and that alone puts it in a different category. This isn't about flexing a badge or checking a box. All-wheel drive changes how and where you can travel. Snow-covered highways in Tahoe, steep mountain roads in Colorado, gravel trails in Montana, muddy access roads that lead to remote campsites. This rig doesn't just survive those conditions, it's built for them. You immediately notice how high this van sits off the ground. That extra clearance isn't for looks. It means you can roll over uneven terrain, small creeks, loose gravel, and rutted paths without second-guessing every inch. Combined with the off-road tires and upgraded suspension, this motorhome feels planted and confident instead of fragile and nervous. You're not constantly worried about scraping, bottoming out, or turning around because the road looks questionable. Up top, you've got a powerful LED floodlight mounted high, giving you real visibility when you pull into camp late or set up in low-light conditions. It's the kind of feature you don't think about until you actually need it, and then you realize how essential it is. Pair that with the sleek power owning that deploys cleanly with integrated LED lighting, and suddenly this exterior becomes just as functional at night as it is during the day. One thing that really stands out is the styling. The color isn't loud, but it's confident. A subtle bluish-gray tone paired with black wheels, black step, and black trim gives it a rugged, purpose-built look. It doesn't scream for attention, but it absolutely looks ready for anything. This is the kind of van that looks just as natural parked in front of a trailhead as it does sitting at a high-end campsite. Now let's talk about something that truly defines the Tranquility line: silence. This motorhome does not have a generator, not because something is missing, but because something better replaced it. This is a fully lithium-powered system built around solar energy and high-capacity batteries. On the roof, you've got a 200-watt solar panel working constantly in the background. Inside, there's a massive 460 amp-hour lithium battery paired with a 3,000-watt inverter. What does that mean in real life? It means you can run the air conditioner for 6 to 7 hours on a full charge without starting an engine or firing up a generator. No noise, no fumes, no disturbing the peace of wherever you're parked. That's why this motorhome is called Tranquility. The name actually means something here. This system supports heating, cooling, lighting, appliances, and everyday living without relying on campground hookups. You're not chained to power pedestals or forced to plan your day around battery anxiety. The solar keeps feeding the system, the lithium stores the energy efficiently, and the inverter delivers clean power whenever you need it. As we continue around the exterior, you'll notice this is a single rear wheel setup, which many people ask about. The benefit here is simplicity and clearance. Combined with all-wheel drive, this configuration gives you traction without unnecessary bulk. It keeps the van agile, easier to maneuver, and more capable in tight or uneven environments. On the utility side, everything is thoughtfully laid out. You have your city water connection, your freshwater fill, and one of the most talked about features on this model, the cassette toilet system. Instead of a traditional black tank, this setup uses a removable cassette that's incredibly easy to manage. When it's full, you simply pull it out, roll it on its built-in wheels, and dump it at any standard restroom or dump station. No wrestling with hoses, no complicated hookups, just simple, clean functionality. Gray water is handled separately, collecting water from the sink and shower. In many off-grid or forest locations, gray water disposal is allowed, and when it's not, connecting a sewer hose is quick and straightforward. This setup gives you flexibility depending on where you're traveling. You'll also find a Truma heating system on board, fully controlled from inside. No fiddling with exterior controls or complicated startup procedures. There's also a dedicated port for adding an additional solar panel if you want to expand your off-grid capability even further. One of the biggest updates for the 2026 model year is Starlink preparation. That means if you rely on internet connectivity for work, navigation, or staying connected, this motorhome is already wired and ready. Just plug in your Starlink system and you're online, even in remote areas where traditional service disappears. Power hookups are equally well thought out. You get a 30-amp shore power connection when you need it, along with coax support for campground cable systems. And all of this sits on the updated 2026 Mercedes platform, now featuring a turbocharged engine paired with a new transmission that delivers smoother performance and better efficiency. Another major upgrade for 2026 is the addition of a live rear camera system. This isn't just a backup camera, it's a constant rear view feed that lets you see what's happening behind you while driving. Combined with the factory Mercedes 360-degree camera system, you get full visibility around the entire vehicle. Front, sides, rear, parking, tight spaces, highway driving, everything is covered. Safety tech also takes a step forward this year. Active distance assist, lane keep assist, and advanced sensors help monitor the environment around you. The system can even detect pedestrians and automatically stop the vehicle if it senses a potential collision. Some people love these features, some prefer to turn them off. But the key is that you have the choice. And this brings us to something important. This motorhome isn't built for one type of person, it's built for many. Dog show competitors who need to keep animals cool and safe while the engine is off. Contractors who travel between job sites and need storage, power, and overnight capability. Travelers who want to stay off-grid without giving up comfort. This is a multi-purpose platform, and the exterior design reflects that versatility. But what really sets the 19M apart isn't just what you see from the outside. It's what happens when we open the rear doors and reveal one of the smartest, most flexible cargo and sleeping layouts in the Class B world. And that's exactly where we're going next. Now let's move to the back, because this is where the Tranquility 19M truly separates itself from almost everything else in the Class B segment. The rear of this motorhome isn't just a sleeping area. It's a flexible, multi-purpose workspace that adapts to real life instead of forcing you to work around it. As soon as the rear doors open, the first thing you notice is the sheer amount of usable space. This isn't a shallow storage compartment or a cramped rear bed you can barely access. This is a full-height, walk-in cargo area that feels more like a smartly designed utility room than the back of a van. This layout exists for a reason. The rear bed is elevated, creating a massive storage zone underneath. That space is strong, reinforced, and designed to carry real gear. Dog crates, construction tools, air compressors, bikes, Pelican cases. Whatever your lifestyle demands, this area can handle it. And it's not just open space. You get adjustable tie-down points built directly into the walls, allowing you to secure cargo properly so nothing shifts while driving. Those tie-down rails aren't fixed either. You can reposition them exactly where you need them, depending on what you're carrying. That level of flexibility is rare, especially in a van this size. It's the kind of feature you only appreciate once you've actually lived with it. There's also a dedicated storage trunk built into the rear, which adds another layer of organization. Tools, power cords, dirty gear, things you don't want inside the living area, all have a proper place. Everything feels intentional, not like an afterthought. Behind the panels, the engineering continues. This is where the heart of the off-grid system lives. The lithium batteries, inverter, and electrical components are tucked away cleanly and securely. The fresh water tank is integrated back here as well, maintaining balance and keeping weight low and centered. You'll also find practical touches throughout this space. Multiple power outlets, USB ports, and even a water sprayer that lets you rinse off dirty gear, muddy boots, or just wash your hands before heading inside. These are small things, but they add up to a motorhome that actually supports active lifestyles. Now here's where the magic happens. The rear bed isn't fixed in one rigid position. it transforms. If you need maximum cargo space, the bed folds up and secures out of the way. Cushions remove easily and strap into place using a built-in net system. Everything locks down solidly, so nothing moves while you're on the road. In this configuration, you suddenly gain an enormous vertical cargo area that extends from the floor all the way up to the ceiling. This means you can carry tall items without forcing them sideways or breaking them down. It also means loading and unloading is simple, not a wrestling match. When you're done hauling gear, converting the space back into a sleeping area is just as easy. The bed lowers smoothly into place, cushions slide back together, and within minutes you have a comfortable sleeping setup ready to go. No complicated mechanisms, no power motors waiting to fail, just smart manual design that works every time. And here's something important. Even with the bed in place, you can still walk from the front of the van to the back. There's no crawling, no awkward squeezing. The pass-through design makes the entire interior feel open and usable instead of segmented and tight. Above the bed, storage continues. Cabinets run along the upper walls, offering space for clothes, bedding, and personal items. The window placement is intentional, sitting slightly outward so you can lean back comfortably without feeling boxed in. It's subtle, but it makes a big difference when you're actually lying down. Now let's step forward into the main living area. As you walk inside, one of the first things that stands out is how open it feels. Headroom is generous, and the layout avoids the low clearance problem that plagues many Class B vans. You can stand up, move around, and transition between spaces without constantly ducking or bumping into cabinets. On the kitchen side, everything is laid out efficiently without feeling cramped. You've got a microwave positioned at a comfortable height, along with multiple cabinets for cookware, food, and daily essentials. The materials feel solid, not flimsy. Doors close softly, storage is deep, and nothing rattles. The refrigerator immediately grabs attention. This is a large 12-volt fridge with a proper freezer, and it opens from both sides. That might sound like a small detail, but it's incredibly practical. Whether you're inside cooking or outside grabbing a drink, access is easy. You don't have to walk around or rearrange your entire setup just to reach what you need. Counter space is another highlight. You get a well-sized work surface next to the sink, along with a removable induction cooktop. You can use it inside, move it outside, or store it away completely when you want more prep space. The sink itself features a modern chrome faucet with hot and cold water, and the cover doubles as a cutting board or additional counter extension. Below the counter, storage continues with deep drawers and cabinets, all designed to hold real kitchen gear, not just decorative pieces. There's even a dedicated spot for shoes, keeping dirt out of the main living area. Across from the kitchen, the entertainment and dining setup feels surprisingly comfortable for a van. A smart TV is mounted securely, but extends outward, so you can watch from the bed or the seating area. Once locked back into place, it stays put while driving. The dining table is removable and flexible, allowing you to configure the space based on your needs. Both front seats swivel around, instantly turning the cab into part of the living room. Suddenly, you've got seating for 4 without sacrificing walking space. Overhead, LED lighting runs throughout the cabin, creating a warm, modern atmosphere. Ventilation is handled by a multi-speed fan that keeps air moving, whether you're cooking, sleeping, or just hanging out inside. And at the center of it all is the control panel, the brain of the motorhome, where lighting, power, and system monitoring are managed effortlessly. Everything up to this point feels deliberate. Nothing feels wasted, nothing feels forced. But there's one more space that often makes or breaks a Class B motorhome: the bathroom. And for 2026, this is where the Tranquility 19M introduces some clever upgrades that make daily life on the road significantly easier. That's coming up next. Now let's talk about the bathroom, because this is usually where Class B motorhomes either impress you or completely disappoint you. And in the Tranquility 19M, this space is designed with one clear goal in mind: make daily life easier without wasting space. At first glance, the bathroom might look compact, but once you step inside, you realize how intelligently it's laid out. For the 2026 model year, Thor refined this area to be more flexible and more functional than before. Instead of trying to cram everything into a fixed layout, this bathroom adapts depending on how you're using it. The toilet is positioned comfortably, not awkwardly shoved into a corner. When it's time to shower, a curtain system wraps around the space, creating a surprisingly roomy shower area. You're not brushing your elbows against hard walls or fixtures. The design allows water to stay contained, keeping the rest of the bathroom dry and usable. One of the clever touches here is the removable bar system, which turns this area into a temporary closet when you're not showering. You can hang clothes, towels, or jackets, letting them air dry while you're on the move. It's a small detail, but it adds everyday practicality. The sink is another smart solution. When you need it, it folds down smoothly, giving you access to hot and cold water without permanently taking up space. Once you're done, it folds back up, opening the bathroom area again. A medicine cabinet provides storage for toiletries, and a roof vent with an integrated fan keeps moisture and odors under control. Nothing about this bathroom feels like a compromise. It's efficient, easy to clean, and surprisingly comfortable for a van-based motorhome. And paired with a cassette toilet system, it keeps maintenance simple and stress-free, especially for travelers who spend a lot of time off-grid. Now, step back and look at the Tranquility 19M as a complete package. This motorhome isn't trying to be flashy. It's not chasing trends or gimmicks. It's built for people who actually use their RVs, people who travel in cold weather, people who park in remote places, people who need power without noise. People who want flexibility instead of fixed limitations. The lithium system changes how you live inside this van. You're not constantly thinking about battery levels or generator runtimes. You can run the air conditioning, heat, lights, and appliances quietly while enjoying the place you traveled to in the first place. Whether you're parked at a dog show, working a job site, or camping miles away from the nearest hookup, the Tranquility keeps working in the background. The rear cargo system gives this motorhome a personality that adopts to you. One day it's a gear hauler, the next day it's a cozy sleeping space, the next day it's a mobile office or a weekend escape break. That flexibility is what makes the 19M such a sought-after floor plan. Inside, the open layout, smart storage, and thoughtful details make it feel larger than it actually is. You can cook, relax, work, and sleep without constantly rearranging your life to fit the space. Everything has a purpose, and everything works together. And then there's the driving experience. With all-wheel drive, advanced safety systems, live rear camera monitoring, and Mercedes engineering underneath it all, this motorhome feels confident on the road. Long highway drives, tight city streets, mountain passes, snow-covered roads, it handles them with ease. This is the kind of Class B motorhome that makes sense, not just on paper, but in real life. If you've been searching for a van that lets you travel farther, stay longer, and rely less on campgrounds, the 2026 Tranquility 19M deserves serious attention. It's quiet when you want peace, powerful when you need performance, and flexible enough to support almost any lifestyle. If you want full pricing, detailed photos, and complete specs, make sure to check the link below. Everything you need is right there. And if you have questions or want to see one in person, reach out. The right motorhome doesn't just take you places, it changes how you experience the journey. This is the Tranquility 19M, built for the road ahead.